Well, my name is Jared and I'm posting this for Craigslist due to a lot of interest in the bike. I tried loading up some pictures, but they're just too big and I have to edit them down to size, and that's kind of a real hassle and time consuming, so just decided to make a video of my bike, 84 Honda Sabre V-65, it's 1100. It's a big beast bike, tons of power. I just figured I'll load this on YouTube and post a link on Craigslist, so it's a lot easier that way. The bike's not perfect, but that's why I'm not asking as much as I could or should. If it was in perfect condition, it'd be going for a lot more than what it is, and upwards at 2,000 plus. I'll point out the flaws for you. Here's one of them, the gauge cluster. Someone didn't like how they're kind of foggy or cloudy. I think that's just sun and due to being old. But you can still see through them fine, and when you get it wet, they're basically nice and clear. See the difference? Another thing is the turn signals dangle because the rubber mountings are broken. They wear out over time. This one's still held up fairly decent. This one back here, dangling, but they still work. Dangling. They're not broken off, it's just because the rubber mounting, I guess. I don't know. And here's this one. Another flaw is there's a dent right there. It's really not that big of a deal, though. It looks worse on this camera than what it is. It's not too deep, but it just kind of looks like it because it's black. There's another dent on the tank right here. It's really nothing major either. It looks worse than what it is in this video, but I'm trying to capture the size of it. A lot of that's just a shadow, but yeah, that's a pretty good angle right here, I guess. The tires should be replaced because there's not too much tread on them. I'd replace them. This front one has, you know, a fair amount of tread, but it's old and it's got some cracks in it and stuff, so I'd replace both tires. The seat is kind of older and harder, so it's got a few little rips in it here and there. You can just see it's starting to tear a little, so I would just replace the seat. The side covers, it's missing one of the bracket pieces, little plastic pieces. They're fairly notorious for breaking off. This has 2 of the 3. Same with this side over here, 2 of the 3. It's still held on just fine though. The other downfall is the brake light. It's got a crack / hole in it right there. And the tabs are expired. I'm debating whether or not to get new tabs for it. If I do, that'll just be another $50 I gotta tax the price though. So it's really your benefit that I don't buy tabs, because then whenever you transfer the title, it's good for a whole year from that date. Last downfall, it's got a little crack in the tail fairing here, but it's still on there just fine. And it's got some pinstriping on the tank, never bugged me. The clear coat's kind of peeling off a little bit. And here's some more pinstriping on that. And on the side covers as well. On to the good news. So that's all the bad that I can think of for the bike. Oh, and the fork seals might be bad or need to be replaced because the shocks probably dive down a little more than what they should. The good news on the bike, it only has, if you can see the 1 on there, 14,000 miles on it. 14,200 is what it says. So it's a great running bike with lots of life left in it. First time I've started it up today, so it's cold, and I'll prove it to you. If it was warm, it'd burn my hand or be warm, but it's nice and cool. So here's the bike in action. These Sabres are a little notorious for being cold-blooded whenever, before they're warmed up, and this one is too. But it fires up still. It just has to warm up before you can give it any gas, because here's what happens otherwise. Whenever you give it some gas, you know, it kills it out. It fires up fine though. It's a good running bike. Everything else works fine. trying to rev it up without it dying. There you go.